Eala undeterred by tough first-round loss at Australian Open. Eala remains undeterred by her first-round exit in her Australian Open main draw debut on Monday, January 19th, saying she is still taking it all in as she adjusts to life as one of the Philippines' brightest and most talked-about stars on the international sports stage. Filipinos came in droves to Melbourne Park to watch her face Alicia Parks, and the 6-0, 3-6, 2-6 defeat to the American felt like a harder pill to swallow than her previous losses. That's one of the things that makes a loss like today a little bit harder, as I know a lot of people were rooting for me. The fact that everyone came out and really squeezed into that cozy court, I really appreciate it, Eala said during the post-match media conference. I felt so much love. Even when I was 5-2 down in the third, I still felt the love. So I'm really appreciative and super thankful, the world number 49 player added. Indeed, the love she received spilled far beyond Court 6 at Melbourne Park. Netizens around the world followed her match via livestream, flooding social media with messages of encouragement. I'm nowhere near the leagues of the greats like Djokovic, Sabalenka, and Alcaraz. I have so much respect for them. But I'd like to think I have a following for a reason, and I'd like to think that the impact I've had in the platform I've built has a positive impact on certain demographics. My demographic, one of the things I can reflect on for Philippine tennis, Eala said. It's a process to take it all in. Some elements are overwhelming, but I'm still young, and I'm learning how to deal with the attention, she added. On social media, she showed how she embraced the painful defeat graciously. Tough loss today, but dropping this here as a reminder to be happy about living out your dreams, even if it comes with bad days. Eala posted on her Instagram story. At press time, her Australian Open journey was far from over, as she and Brazilian Ingrid Martins were facing Magda Linette and Shuko Aoyama in the women's doubles. This marked her third Grand Slam doubles appearance, following a second-round finish at last year's French Open with partner Renata Zarazua, and a first-round exit at Wimbledon alongside Eva Liss. Undeterred, Eala and the meaning of a first-round loss. The Australian Open has a way of revealing truth. Under the harsh summer sun and the unforgiving blue of Melbourne's courts, there is little room for illusion. Every rally asks a question, and every loss answers one. For Eala, a tough first-round defeat at the Australian Open was not the ending some might have seen from the outside. It was a beginning disguised as disappointment, a chapter in a story still being written with patience, courage, and belief. Loss, in tennis, is public and absolute. There are no teammates to soften it, no shared responsibility to distribute the weight. When the final ball is struck and lands just beyond reach, the scoreboard freezes the moment in time. For a young player like Eala, that moment could easily become a burden. Expectations trail her wherever she goes, as a trailblazer, as a symbol of promise, as a reminder that entire nations sometimes place their hopes on the shoulders of one athlete. And yet, as she walked off the court in Melbourne, there was no sense of defeat that lingered beyond the surface. What remained was resolve. The first round of a Grand Slam is a cruel place to learn lessons. The stage is vast, the opponent experienced, and the margin for error microscopic. Every hesitation is punished, every loose shot remembered. Eala fought through long rallies, tested angles, and chased down balls that seemed destined to be winners. There were flashes of brilliance, moments when her timing was perfect and her confidence unmistakable. But tennis is a sport that rewards not only talent, but timing, seasoning, and scars earned over time. On that day, the balance tipped the other way. What separates a setback from a defining moment is perspective. For Eala, the loss did not signal a limit to her potential, but a measurement of it. It showed her the distance between where she is and where she wants to be. That distance, far from discouraging her, appeared to clarify her purpose. She has never been one to shy away from long roads. Her journey into professional tennis was built on years of discipline, sacrifice, and quiet determination, often far from home, often under pressure few her age fully understand. The Australian Open, with its history and intensity, offered her something no practice session ever could: proof. Proof that she belongs on the biggest stage. Proof that she can compete in extended rallies, absorb pressure, and adapt to the speed and physicality of elite tennis. And proof that losing, when met with honesty and hunger, can sharpen ambition rather than dull it. In the aftermath of the match, there was no visible retreat into self-doubt. Instead, there was analysis, reflection, and an unmistakable sense of forward motion. Champions are not shaped by avoiding losses, but by interrogating them. Why did this rally slip away? Why did that serve falter at a crucial moment? Each question becomes a tool, each answer a stepping stone. Eala understands this process instinctively. Growth, for her, has always been deliberate. There is also something quietly powerful about losing early and choosing not to dramatize it. In a world that often demands instant success, Eala's response was refreshingly grounded. She did not redefine herself by one match, nor did she allow the result to overshadow the larger vision. Her career is not a sprint through headlines, but a marathon paced by development, resilience, and self-trust. For young athletes, especially those carrying historic expectations, the temptation to rush greatness can be overwhelming. But Eala's journey suggests a different philosophy. Mastery takes time, and time is not the enemy. Each tournament, each loss, each hard-earned lesson becomes part of a foundation strong enough to support future triumphs. The Australian Open was not a verdict on her readiness, but a rehearsal for what lies ahead. What makes this first-round loss meaningful is not the scoreline, but the response it provoked. Undeterred, Eala continues to train, to learn, to believe. She understands that tennis careers are shaped less by single matches and more by the accumulation of effort on days when no one is watching. The resilience to return to the court, to endure repetition, and to trust the process is what separates fleeting talent from lasting excellence. In Melbourne, the crowd may have moved on to the next match, the next story. But for Eala, something lasting remained. A clearer sense of her strengths. A sharper awareness of what must improve. And a quiet confidence that she is exactly where she needs to be. The Australian Open did not crown her, but it challenged her. And she accepted that challenge without flinching. Undeterred by a tough first-round loss, Eala walks forward, not away, carrying with her the knowledge that every great career is built not only on victories, but on the courage to keep going when the win does not come. In that sense, the loss was not an ending at all. It was a promise.